AI generated art is stunning, captivating, and some say crossing the line. From breathtaking Ghibli-style creations to eerily familiar designs resembling a beloved franchise like Pokemon, artificial intelligence is blurring the boundaries between inspiration and imitation. But as these images flood the internet, they also raise a lot of questions. Who owns this art? Is it a creative tool or threat to human artists? And how is AI seemingly bypassing copyright protection? So we're joined by artists and experts to decode this growing trend and concern surrounding it. We're joined by Dramil J, who's an AI tech and data science expert, and Tom Anthony, who's a motion graphics designer. I'll go across to Tom Anthony first. As an artist, what is your take on Ghibli-style images that is being generated by AI? Doesn't it impact originality and creativity as far as artists are concerned? So how big is it a cause of concern for artists like you, for studios such as Ghibli?
Yes, it's a really big concern because this is people's livelihood we are playing with, and we value like our work. And when we see these images being made so easily, it's very disheartening and it's troublesome. And I don't know how people might take it, like artists and creators who are given up their life towards this, how they are in pain. I think I can feel it. Everyone knows that. And it's a real concern, like stealing artist style and all like these big companies. We cannot fight with these big tech companies, right? We are all small artists and we want stability in our life. But AI is disrupting everywhere. It's not just art, it's everywhere, like in tech as well, in coding as well. So it's a big concern, and we don't have any answers for it right now.
Okay, it is certainly a big concern. I'll also go across to AI tech and data science expert Dramil. Can AI creations be considered authentic art, or do they undermine the value of human creativity? Doesn't this amount to stealing creativity?
When Studio Ghibli creates something, it's authentic, it carries emotion, culture, human imperfections. AI generated Ghibli style images might look similar, but they lack the soul which is theirs. They don't carry the story behind the brushstroke. That's the main difference. So AI can mimic the patterns, but it can't replicate the intent which we had. It can copy from, but not the feeling. That's why authenticity is always not non-negotiable. And we are not just talking about aesthetics, we are talking about the artist integrity. If we blur the line between real and AI made without context or credit, we are kind of diluting the value of true creativity. And that's not innovation, that's known as erosion.
Right, and also, Dramil, how can art community really ensure that AI tools are used responsibly, respecting rights and contributions of human artists? Can it serve as a collaborative tool for artists, or does it pose a threat to traditional artistic practices? So, how can it collaborate and work together so that human artists are not sidelined?
Absolutely. So to make AI tools responsible, we need to follow the three C's principle. One is consent, credit, and control. So consent, AI models must be trained on content that artists and studios have agreed to share. No sneaky scraping, no silent borrowing, period on that. Credit, if AI does generate something inspired by a style, it must label it clearly, like inspired by, not pretending to be the original. Transparency is non-negotiable here. And the third C is control. Give creators the power. Let artists, studios, and brands opt in or opt out, having their styles being used. Tech should empower but not override. And let me be blunt, regulation can't wait. Governments, platforms, and creators must come together to define ethical boundaries now. Because if we don't build responsible AI, we'll be stuck, to cleaning up the mess of the irresponsible creativity.
All right, thank you for giving us a perspective on this. You're saying credit control and transparency is what is the need of our. Thanks to both of you for delving into multifaceted issues surrounding AI-generated art. In fact, I would like to go back to one of our guests here. In order to understand, I want to ask you the same question. What role should AI play in the creative processes? Is it ethical for AI to replicate distinctive styles of living artists or established studios without their consent? So what do you think? Could AI serve as a collaborative tool for artists, or does it pose a threat to the traditional practices? I'd like to ask this question to the graphic designer here, to the artist.
Yeah, so it can be useful. It's very useful in conceptualizing themes, and we can easily make storyboards of films, and it's definitely useful tool for artists, designers, and everyone for like quickly making up uh, like concepts and ideas for their work. And I think that's the main use for artists. After that, it's basically the consumer's choice, right? What the consumer needs. So we can guess and do our best, artists, and like even in film it can be useful, right? We can quickly make up a movie with AI tools like this, and it's developing quickly, and yeah, I'm very optimistic for the future for artists, designers, and filmmakers for using these tools.
Okay, so it is only going to serve as an enhancement tool, is what you're trying to say. It'll be interesting to see the legal ramifications as well. But thank you to both of you. We're running short of time. So thank you for giving us a perspective on issues surrounding this, its impact on legality, creativity, and certainly the future of art industry as such.